All right, welcome back, everybody.
Hi.
Psychic Shari YouTube channel, talking to Sherry Klein. Today's topic involves heaven. What is it? What do we do there? What do we do there? Sherry, you have any ideas?
Well, the way I gather it from my guides, I think it's different for everybody, especially once we get there. Uh, from the way I get it from my guides, we get there, and again, it could be different for every person. You might be met with angels blowing trumpets and the streets filled with gold, or you could be just standing there alone, but you have a presence of someone there. Nobody ever goes there and is just left in the darkness. You're met with a presence, and usually it's an overwhelming sense of love. And once we get there, a lot of people talk about um, the life review. And even that can be tailor made just for you. You could go in there and see a bunch of little TV screens all around you. And each one would be an, an experience in your life where you might have either hurt somebody's feelings or you made somebody feel happy. Everything that's ever happened in your life would be there. A lot of times people have an overwhelming sense of guilt too when they watch it because they have to feel how they made the other person feel.
Okay, so it's more than just visual. It's you feel how other people felt when you
Interacted with
were
them.
bad to them. Okay,
Yeah. Or even when you're being kind and nice to them.
yeah,
And like I said, that's just one way. Some people might get a download of everything that happened all at once because once we get to the other side, our consciousness expands and we get more of a sense of we're all one. You could maybe even revisit some of those. I mean, it could just be a whole slew of things. And then once we go through the review, then what do we do on the other side? I asked my guide, and she said we could do anything we want. If I want to play bingo all day, I could, but then that gets boring, you know. Or you meet your loved ones, and not only loved ones from this earth. I mean, we've a lot of us have incarnated over and over and over and over again, so we could meet parents and siblings and friends from other lifetimes too. So it can be a big party, a big reunion. And then it's up to us what we want to do. We go through and we check how we did. I'll give an example. When I came to this earth, I had certain things that I wanted to accomplish. So when I get to the other side, I might think, didn't do this, didn't quite do that, or yay, did that, did that. So, and then we might start preparing for our next incarnation. Sometimes we're like, you know what? I don't want to come back here soon. I might try to work on some of these things while I'm on the other side.
I could use a little break from
Me
this.
too. A long one. But like an example, let's say I come to this earth and I want to uh, really serve people. That's one of my things. Of course, we have many things we want to accomplish.
Mhm.
So when I get to the other side, I might think, you know what? I don't think I really served people like I wanted to. Maybe I'll try serving people on the other side. So I might want to work in the healing chamber. I might want to work at the Akashic Records. I might want to um, even help people that are here on this earth plane. Let's say somebody is addicted to drugs. Well, if I want to serve people from the other side, I might say, hey, I'm going to help this person. And then it's all telepathy, just like our guides help us
Yeah.
on, even if you're not a psychic or medium, your guides still give you downloads or those hunches or that feeling. That can be from your guides and your helpers.
Okay,
So
so I could be a guide to somebody here in this world
yeah.
while I'm over there. Okay.
So, and guides can come and go too. We have a certain set that stay with us, but then we also have some that come and go as needed. So, yeah, there's a lot of things on the other side. If you want to go sit and have a chit chat with Abraham Lincoln, you could, if you wanted to, or anything
So,
that you understand on this earth plane. You could get all the knowledge, everything is there. And again, a lot of us want to start working on our next incarnation.
yeah.
And it doesn't always have to be on this earth. So,
What kind of, uh, I know it would, if we die when we're 70, we don't look 70 over there, do we?
well, no, because from my understanding, we're more energy. We don't carry our physical body.
So
So
we can look any way we want, basically.
we could be shapeshifters, I suppose, but we're mostly energy and light. And if someone is sick for a really long time here on the earth plane, their body, of course, is frail, but their energy is very low too. So then when they get to the other side, their energy may be lower, and that's where the healing chamber comes in. They help the spirit, so to speak, the soul to rejuvenate and then continue with the change called death. I mean, life continues after the change called death, so it's just another form of.
Okay. No, that's interesting.
Mhm.
So we're always learning over there from what I've taken from what you just said.
Yeah. And on the other side too, if we don't like what we're doing, all we have to do is think of it and we're there. And so we could manifest very quickly. So it kind of gets boring if you would think about it after a while. That's why we, as a collective,
Yeah.
came up with this earth, thought it'd be a great idea to come down here and play the illusion that we're separate from each other and that we're separate from God. Sounded like a great idea till we get here, and then we throw in free will, and then look at what we got.
And yeah, arthritis and headaches and
Yeah, and
disease.
everything, the
Yeah.
wars and so yeah, so it's a wonderful experience to actually live it. And then when we get to the other side, we could even tell other spirits who might be scared to incarnate here on this earth what it's like. Or they may say, well, why would you do that? Or why would you do that? They might not understand it. And then you could explain, well, the reason I did this is because of this and this and this. So
Yeah. So do we have like a house over there? You know,
I'm asking
that's
Irene, and she goes, if we want, you
really,
could have a mansion, you could have a castle, anything you want. All you do is think of it and you're there. But like we said, eventually that gets boring. And that's when we start thinking, you know what? Maybe I'll incarnate again, or maybe we'll go to another dimension or another planet. But a lot of times we'll keep coming back here just because we might want to clear up some karma, or it's kind of like a school, I suppose. Um, it'd be
yeah.
like skipping grades.
I had heard that karma plays an important part in our reincarnations. We've got to really clear that up before we can ascend to the next level of awareness.
Hmm.
I don't know how that works, uh,
I,
but
I think that I think that we're the ones who judge us
yeah,
instead of like someone who's a judge, okay, and saying you've got to clear up this karma. It's really us thinking, you know what, that wasn't right, or I need to make this right. So and again, it's us judging us, kind of like when we go back to the Akashic records, or not the Akashic records. I'm sorry. the life review. It's not like we're sitting in front of a judge and we're in trouble. We're judging ourselves.
Yeah.
And a lot of times we it's not a good thing. It's not a fun experience pretty much for anybody. So,
Yeah. Well, a learning experience, not always fun.
yeah. And it's just an experience.
All right. I think that answered my question. Your girl Irene have anything else to say?
No, not right offhand. She's normally a chatty Cathy. I don't quite feel her. I don't know where she's at, but she's around here somewhere.
Maybe she's taking the day off.
Maybe. Oh,
All right. Well, we'll close it down here, and appreciate everybody tuning in. Look for us again on another video in the near future, and we'll be doing some live mini reads in the future, and we'll share those with you once we get those published. Um, we'll leave it at that, and we'll close it down, and we'll see you next time.
okay.
Take care.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye.